This is your world weather update for April 29th, 2021.
Okay, let's get this going. Get this started, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, just gonna bring this right up here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Washington is here with your latest update on the tropics today. More specifically, we're going to be talking about, I believe it's still considered tropical cyclone. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tropical cyclone Yaas. There it is. Winds are 60 miles an hour, but I have actually seen winds of, I guess I could say hurricane force. Now, winds I've seen as high as 75 miles an hour already. I was like looking early and I'm like, let's see if I can find 75. And I was able to find 75. So like I'm worried that this is starting to intensify. Alright, faster than they were expecting. So there's 70 right there. So, here's the system. I do want to look at the past 24 hours and just in terms of how much the storm really kind of intensified. We also want to take a look at radar. Let's get rid of wind. Is that not on here? Oh, there it is, right there. I really want to take a look and really see how the storm has developed here in the past 24 hours here. So again, you can see quite a lot of convection in this system. You can see the center of rotation, circulation right there. Lots of convection around it. Lots of rain. Lots of heavy rain, actually. Lots of huge, pretty strong, pretty powerful rain bands here. A lot of heavy rain over the Thailand area. Very, 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 very heavy in isolated spots. Very, very heavy rain right there. Lots of convection here. Not a lot on this side, but you can really see the storm spinning up and really starting to take shape that a storm usually takes. So again, you can kind of see the storm over time really developing really nicely. Lots of heavy rain on the left side. Not a lot of rain on the east side. Lots of more rain on the west side. Not a lot of rain on the east side. But I can really see the heavy rain really coming up here in the last several frames. So that's something I'm definitely watching. The heavy rain in the India area, the Indian coasts right here. You can kind of see very, very heavy rain in a lot of these areas. So that storm has just been crazy. Let's just be honest. I do want to see what the Joint Typhoon Warning Center is saying for the system. Also as of the 2 p.m. update. But nevertheless, again, really seeing the system right here. Seeing it intensifying. Again, they're saying winds are up to about 75. I'm seeing winds as high as 75 miles an hour with this system already. So, again, this is going to make landfall, I think, as early as... Yeah, it's going to make landfall here by Wednesday. Wednesday evening our time. It's going to be making landfall there in India, I should say. Not Bangladesh. It says 975 millibars. But I think it might be a little bit stronger with that given how hot the sea surface temperatures are. Speaking of sea surface temperatures, let's take a look at those sea surface temperatures right now. So again, the sea surface temperatures did calm down. They were at about 90 degrees, about 32 degrees centigrade, but still, right here near Bangladesh, even India, we're still seeing 30, 31 degrees centigrade in the northeast Indian coast. So India's still lots of hot water, very warm water. We do have several storms I'm monitoring. A big storm earlier today. I was watching a system, kind of. I think it came off the coast of Florida, southern coast of Florida here. Kind of moved up and actually, got pretty big. No, the 2021 North Atlantic hurricane season will not be like the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season. At all. And we don't have La Nina. That's very, very strong. But we do have the lack of a ENSO, or, like a moderate, an average. What I was saying earlier, I want to see if I can still see that. Or not, but again, you do start to see a little bit of a spin up right in this region, right off the coast of Georgia. So that's also something I'm really watching out for. because that could be something I need to look out for. And then again, you do have this system right here, off the several hundreds of miles off the coast of Mexico. That's probably 900, maybe even probably 7 to 900 miles off the coast. Really, I do want to be watching the East Pacific, because we do. The GFS is predicting, a pretty intense system there. Look at that. 980 drops to 960 millibars in 6 hours. So I do see some rapid intensification going to happen with this system, in my opinion. I do think some rapid intensification could occur with this system, given on how fast it develops. Really very concentrated, very rotational, very round right here. Tells me that it's got very good vorticity. Then we have another system right behind it. Obviously, a direct landfall to Mexico is not expected. Okay, a direct landfall to Mexico is not expected at all. However, they may get some rain. This storm, it gets pretty close to Mexico, so that is quite a bad storm. Yes, as it gets closer. The GFS model shows a Category 3 or a Category 4 in the West Pacific. That's another thing I wanted to say. I've been watching the West Pacific lately, and I'm like, the last round I looked at, it didn't say that it was making landfall, but, oh, yeah, definitely Category 4 for sure. Look at that, 935 millibars is at its peak right there, but I don't particularly think is here, because you have the Mariana Islands right out here in this region, right there. But really, you can really see it gets close. This system, we do have another system that does seem to develop there. Go here, boom, 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 and it does try to develop there right off the coast of the Philippines, but falls apart before it even makes landfall there. All it's going to be is maybe a rainmaker for the Philippine region. Now, again, swimming, don't swim. Because this system, you get high pressure out here, it strengthens, it's going to push that storm right into the Philippines. Which is really, really bad. Again, so they are showing it does, intensify quite quickly. As you can see, as we move back about, air pressure does drop to about 935 millibars. So really seeing that is pretty intense. So again, it isn't going to be a direct landfall. It's going to be the swells that are going to be the biggest problem with this storm, or the swells. You're going to have a lot of rip currents and rip tides with this system across areas of the Philippines, Taiwan, China, Japan, probably not South Korea, but definitely Japan. Gets really close to Japan. Probably a lot of heavy rain with Japan on that part of the system. But really the rip currents, the rip tides are going to be the biggest threat. Maybe Taiwan and China won't see a lot of rip tides, but still, it's going to have a lot of swells. There's going to be a lot of swells in the ocean, and it's going to affect a huge portion of this part of the West Pacific. When you have like hurricane, when you have hurricanes at the Gulf of Mexico, it may all be all the way near Florida, but places in Texas could still have rip currents because of how strong that storm is, because of how much it affects in that area. I'm sorry if I offended you in the past. You did not offend me. You did not offend me. It's alright, I have other things on my mind anyway. But no, you did not offend me in the past. No need to apologize about that. It's all good. We're all okay. I'm okay. I appreciate the apology though, and I accept your apology. But no, you did not offend me in the past. You're all good. If someone told you, oh, you offended Hannah, don't worry about it. You didn't. I'll let you. If you offend me, it'll be pretty obvious. I'll be like really sad and stuff. And hurt. But so there's that system. Really, again, heavy rain for Japan, but it's gonna be a quick mover. And literally here it is. 6 hours later, it's moving off the coast. It's gonna move fast. Once it gets in this jet stream here across Japan. Right in this region right here, it's going to pull that storm out and really stretch it and rip it apart completely. That storm is going to completely fall apart. But heavy rain from that sort of system is going to be very, very bad. Heavy rain is going to be the biggest biggest threat with this system. So we do have Tropical Cyclone Yaas. Again, expected to make landfall here, and then in several the next 2 days. So it doesn't have a lot longer ways to go. But again, in case you're wondering, here is Tropical Cyclone Yaas. Lots of rotation, lots of rain, lots of convection. In case y'all are also wondering, I'm gonna try to get YouTube back going after I graduate high school, which is happening next week, I think. Might be, I don't know what that screaming is, but it will probably end up happening next week. But again, so I just kind of wanted to pull up the storm. There's that system. I'm waiting. You know, daylight's gonna, you know, be there pretty soon. So not too long from now. There's daylight already beginning to be there soon right now. So again, not a lot I wanted to say. Just kind of, you know, talk about this system. Lots of heavy rain. I do want to go to the Indian Meteorological Department. Hold up, let me make sure I get this right. Go to Google and look it up. I should make sure I get this right. Indian Meteorological Department. There you go. Gotta make sure I get things up correctly. Okay. That was the one thing I did want to pull up, was the Indian Meteorological Department, because again, this system is going to be affecting India. So there you go. It is classified as severe tropical cyclone Yaas, pronounced as Yaas. I pronounced as Yaas. Over the Bay of Bengal. Pull this up. Whew, this is something I don't want to read, not gonna lie. Just click on cyclone and see what we got here. Radar. Radar might be better to look at. No, we can't do radar yet. Satellite with lightning. That's regular satellite. Okay, so what I was saying is I can't actually, like, very, very difficult to explain because of how complicated this is. But forecast shot given in the following table. Let's see, 155. Gusting up to 185 kilometers per hour will be classified as a severe, very, very severe cyclonic storm. So, right now it's classified as a severe. Again, here's that system right now. Daytime now. They are finding winds of over 75 miles an hour already. Again, that was definitely there. There's 70. Again, over 70. I really honestly can't find a lot of. Right down here is where it seems where the strongest winds are occurring at, are right around this region right here. Where winds are at about 75 miles per hour. I think if I go back about an hour, we're seeing winds up to about hurricane force. I'm having a hard time remembering where those would have been at, but nevertheless, here's that system. Again, winds are about 75 miles per hour. I want to go to windy. And see if I can find any actual cameras in this region, but I don't think there's going to be any cameras at all. But I don't think, but I might be wrong. I do want to see if I can find some cameras in this region, and see if we can get some. Yeah, there's not a single camera. Look at that. They're saying winds are only 40, 50, 60 miles an hour. Yeah, there's no cameras in this entire area. Let me see if I can look up live cameras in India. Earth cam, let's see. My Earth cam, okay. If I just look up India, is that like gonna give me something? INDIA search. That's in Kannur. I don't see Kannur over here. Might be far. It might be farther inland. I'm on like EarthCam. I'm trying to see if I can find. The ECMWF predicted subtropical storm a couple of days ago. I do want to look at that also. There's a lot that I want to look at right now. Hold on, let me look at that right now. Oh yeah, regions. Okay, hold up. North Atlantic is what I'm mainly worried about because that's, United States. We're also showing a system out there in the East Pacific. I do remember seeing that. That was Anna right there. We did have that little tropical wave that made its way into the Corpus Christi region. Got brought in some flooding to our area, but they're not showing anything of tropical cyclonic development, which I'm just like, okay, really waiting to find some kind of a sign of seeing if there's going to be any kind of a tropical system, tropical cyclone, storm, hurricane, but I'm not really seeing anything at all. Just waiting because I know it could happen. There's a big possibility that's going to happen. There's a tropical wave right there. Seems like a wave right there. There's a tropical wave right there. Moves on, dissipates, falls apart, and that's in over 384 hours. So that could certainly change and actually turn into something because it does have spin with it. I am seeing like waves just come off and come off, but nothing actually developing into anything. The GFS is not predicting anything in the next 2 weeks. This goes all the way into almost the 10th of June 2021. So I'm not seeing anything. But right now my biggest focus is going to be this system right here. Seeing what it does, where it goes and stuff like that. And then watching the amount of rain it produces. So again, up to 70 mile per hour winds right now in this system. So that's fun. That's fun. So again, it is in the early morning hours. So again, look at this. It's pulling moisture all the way from the Arabian Sea and just pulling it in. It's kind of scary if you think about it. I do kind of want to bring this up and just, really focus. Look at the system. Look at it developing. Look at the radar. We got a system there right off the coast of Vietnam. I'm not going to do this until 8 p.m. I do just want to give a small update. Again, if anyone has any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to, you can either email the Hurricane Watch Team at hurricanewatchteam@gmail.com. DM us on Instagram. Active there like all the time. I'm looking for people 15 years and older to be part of the Hurricane Watch Team. If you are, and you're interested, feel free to hit me up. DM us, email us. But again, I do kind of want to just say this. There's going to produce a lot of heavy rain. There's going to be pretty strong winds in this region. So again, Bangladesh and India are going to get the most heaviest rain from this. So again, there you go. You can kind of see it really developing really well there. So again, monitoring this, watching where it goes is going to be vital to everything. Next time I'm going to be looking out and watching for is going to be the radar to pop up here on I close that out. But geez, look at that cyclonic storm Yaas. Look at that. Look at those negative 70 degrees centigrade cloud tops. So again, 25th. In between the 25th and the 26th is when it could be making landfalls. What they're predicting. Again, storm surge forecast around the time of landfall. It's going to be east of the system is where the biggest storm surge is going to be. So there it is. You can kind of see up to 3 meters, 3.82 meters. I guess that's about 10 feet high. We're really seeing some of that higher storm surge really right up here along the coast, right in this region, right here. That's going to be where the worst of it's going to be. Does anyone else have any comments, questions, or concerns? I'll go to GFS 06Z. I'm assuming you went for the North Atlantic. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Is they were predicting a storm to develop just right there. Developing there, coming off from Florida right there. Looks like it comes to Cuba a little bit. And then off from Florida. And then just off the coast. But again, this is over 300 hours from now. So something could very well develop out of that. So North Carolina region could see something develop out of that, which will be bad if that happens. So again, things are subject to change, and things are going to change. So we do have this area off here, and in this region here, we also have a system, some cloudiness and thunderstorms in this area of the in the Pacific. Not a lot of interesting stuff happening in the Gulf of Mexico, or anything like that. Here are the remnants of tropical storm / tropical depression / subtropical storm Anna. It is gone. It has it's dead. Basically, it has dissipated, and it is pretty much a goner. So as you can kind of see here in the North Atlantic, not a lot of interesting activity really going on. Pretty much that's it. A little update. Once I get a team going and once I get people that want to work with me, then most certainly the streams will become more interesting and it will be easier to work with. Work on. Streams will be a lot more fun and a lot more enjoyable, a lot more interesting for sure. So, Does anyone have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding tropical systems, North Atlantic, Pacific, Indian Ocean, tropical cyclone Yaas? Does anyone have any comments, questions, or concerns? Assuming that's a no. However, I do see a little low pressure system right here. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy going on at all. So that's that. So about 72, 73 mile an hour winds are the maximum sustained. I wish it would update already. The 2020 Atlantic hurricane season had no Category 5s. I mean, I kind of feel like it did. But I mean, it was close enough. You had Iota and Eta. They did say either, I think it was Eta, they said made landfall with winds of about 165 miles an hour, but maybe they downgraded that. And then they had, and then they also had Laura, made landfall with winds of 150 miles an hour. But Iota got downgraded. It's actually kind of surprising, given its structure. Given the structure that they saw. Now with Hurricane Laura, I was looking in the aircraft recon, and they found surface winds, I think of, let me look it up. I have a picture of it. Yeah, they found surface wind speed of 138 knots or something like that, or something like that, 130 knots, 140 knots. So, I mean, I don't really know, but regardless of the category status of the hurricanes, Iota and Eta made landfall near the same region, Nicaraguan Honduras region, country border, and then you had Laura and I believe Delta made landfall in the same region, southwest Louisiana. Now, regardless, they did unprecedented levels of damage. It was just absolutely terrifying and scary and everything. So there's that for sure. Horrible storm. Horrible. So again, regardless of the systems, the storm was bad. So I'm hoping I can get some more people. Also, I'm gonna need help. I need help with making a what do you call it? A Discord server. So if anyone is willing to help me make a Discord server, just feel free to make the Discord server and then just send it to me. Let me put in my Discord server username thingy. Whatever it's called. So just 1 second, y'all. It's also like freezing cold in here. Well, it's not that I need people to help me with weather. It's I need, people to do graphics design and graphics. A lot of stuff with graphics things are kind of like good ideas also. Graphic design is one of the biggest ones right now is I need help with graphics design. So, there's that. So guys, again, I kind of want to end it off here. I don't want it to go on forever. But does anyone else have any comments, questions, or concerns? If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, let me know now, and I will get to those as soon as possible. But again, there's that system on the left, tropical cyclone Yaas, developing very quickly, going through a lot of convection, a lot of heavy rain is being produced right now over eastern India, and that heavy rain is going to continue. It's going to make landfall, and it's going to be pretty severe in terms of heavy rainfall and even storms. And so I think I want to end it off there. I'm going to give everyone a few minutes to ask any questions, give any comments, give any concerns that y'all have. Tired. Today has been a long day. My streams are not doing great. Hold up. How bad is the storm? Well, with this system, tropical cyclone Yaas got currently winds of, they're showing 75 miles, 70 miles, 60 miles an hour. But I think it's got winds closer to about 70. I think it's got winds closer between 70 and 75 miles per hour right now. Not a lot of strong winds over here. This isn't where the strongest winds are. The strongest winds seem to be... So again, about up to 70 mile per hour sustained. There's 70. Up to about 50 out here. Again, so honestly, I think about 70. So this storm does have a lot of heavy rain in the system, which is going to be bad in areas of India. So very, very heavy rain is being produced in this system. Your Discord didn't work. What the hell? That's what it says. I'll put your Discord in the chat, and I will get yours. Then I can get yours, which would be a lot easier. Or no? Come down here. Alright, it was sent. Hi. Okay. Okay. Hopefully. Okay, hold up. Alright guys, I'm gonna end off the stream there. I know it wasn't a great stream, but it's not that great. I'm gonna end it off there. I'm getting like stuff. And that's me. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, peace out.